Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lortz. I want to give you a quick tutorial on entering formulas in Google Sheets. This can be a really valuable tool to allow you to calculate a lot of things quickly, whereas if you were using a calculator doing it by hand, it would take much longer. So I'm going to use this model that we developed a week or two ago for elastic energy as our example for entering a formula. Now I have this equation. Elastic energy is half times spring constant times stretch or compression squared. I made up a spring constant value to use here, and I put together a list of different stretches, 10, 20, 30 centimeters, etc., all written in meters here. To do a formula in Sheets, you click on the box where you want to have the formula calculated. Do that right here, so it'll be a nice table. You start by pressing the equals button. Now that tells Sheets it's going to do a calculation here. It's going to calculate elastic potential energy. To do that, we'll take half, or 0.5, times, it's important to remember the multiplication sign there, K. K is our spring constant, 25, times again, displacement. The half and the spring constant, 25, are not going to change, but the displacement does. It's going to be these different values. So rather than type in 0 or 0.1, I'm going to click on this cell here. It's location B3. When I do that, it enters this address into my formula. What I want to do is square that value. The syntax for that, or the way you let the program know to square something, is you hit Shift 6. It puts in this caret symbol. That means raise this to whatever power I want. I want to raise it to the second power. So I'll hit 2 and now enter, and it calculates it. We get 0, which is perhaps not a surprise. But now to make it do the rest of the math for us, I click on that cell again and click on this little blue square here, drag that down. And now instead of just using the 0 value over here, it has used the new address for each of them. I can see the formula up here. Now instead of B3, it's gone with B4 for the displacement or the stretch. The next one is the same. As one more quick example, let me do this more simple formula here for the force on the spring, Hooke's law. The force is equal to K times delta X. So again, I'll click on this box, hit equals to tell it to do the calculation, type in K, my spring constant, and then the delta X value, again, is over here. Being sure to put a multiplication sign in. Then I click on this box, hit enter. It does the calculation again. 0 force, 0 newtons of force necessary to stretch a spring, 0 meters. Now I'll click on the little blue square and drag it down. There, it's done the math again for me, saving me quite a bit of time. I hope that is helpful.